Hi guys, it's Boy13. Now obviously the lockdown will probably be extended well into next month. However, that's not going to stop me doing the UK prediction outlook for May 2020. So obviously we're approaching into the middle of the month as I would normally do every month. So I will be giving out the most likely outcome of May 2020. Is it going to be another warm month or is it going to be a much colder month, probably even colder than April? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Roll the intros.
Every day is different. Every video is different. But my passion will always be the same. This is Kai for Warshawn, aka Stormboy13, and the storm has arrived. Wow!
Hello guys, Stormboy13. Well, it's that time of month where I always look ahead into what next month will reveal. But at this very uncertain time, for most of you probably won't be much use since we're all going to be on lockdown for at least another further 3 weeks ahead, possibly more. But this long-range forecast, the month ahead, would be ideal for those who are doing essential travels, like going for a brief amount of exercise, shopping, whatever, maybe hang out in your garden if you got one. But yeah, I know this is going to be quite bad timing to do this, but I'm still going to, give you the outlook of what next month would be like. Now, so far this April, it's been actually quite a remarkable month. It's been a very warm month. Many days we've had into the high teens and a few days low 20s. Not just that, it's been unusually dry. We normally get to see some scattered showers, a little bit of rain here and there, but the high pressure has been completely persistent across the Atlantic over the last few weeks. So after it's been a very wet February, I think the gardens actually desperately need some rain. Rest of April, just a brief summary. Not much rain, unfortunately. This weekend might be your best shot. You may struggle afterwards. But focusing into May 2020, I know it will be a struggle for most, but some you may have a shot if you're doing any central travels. But for the weather overall for May 2020, the outlook is likely to be, well, interestingly, it's going to start off potentially very, very dry once again. So we might continue this dry spell for the rest of April into the beginning of May. But there is a potential that after we may have a warm second half of April at times, temperatures could actually, depending on the wind direction, there's a likely chance that we could see temperatures a bit lower than average to the beginning of May, which leaves daytime temperatures probably about 2 to 3 degrees below average, potentially because of a cold north or even northeasterly wind. But by the rest of the May, from let's say the third full week of May onwards, 11th, 17th, we're likely to be seeing warmer air returning, but it could also bring in a breakdown with some thundery showers bringing in, but that's low pressure system may become stuck in one particular location, and according to AccuWeather, if that does occur, we're likely to be seeing lots of humid days. There will be some dry days, but potentially some very, very thundery days as well. I'm going to go through more depth on that in just a few minutes. But anyways, May starts on a Friday this year. Let's get cracking on. And slightly similar to last year, we had a very cold bank holiday, or early May bank holiday Monday. And it could be a fairly similar story this year. A lot of dry weather, quite likely. The sunshine amounts obviously will be open to question. It's likely because of a cool direction. From the winds, if we get like an easterly breeze, we're likely to keep the cloud further east, depending on the timing, and the sunshine further west. So, but basically, it's likely to be sunny intervals throughout most of the country, while some places will keep a lot of cloud, other places will enjoy cloudless skies, lots of sunshine. But it's most likely we will be seeing temperatures quite below average throughout the early May bank holiday weekend from... Oh no, it's on the 8th. Oops, sorry, I forgot. We were used to having it on the first Monday. It's on the second Friday this month. So I do apologise. But for the first weekend of May, it's looking quite fresh, mostly dry, but probably not the weekend to go out and go sunbathing or wear light clothing. You probably might want to have a coat on or at least a heavy jacket. So a cool start to May, but likely to be a dry start throughout the first weekend. Second full week of May, Monday the 4th into Bank Holiday Friday. Very rarely say this. So what I'll do is I'll focus from Monday the 4th to Thursday the 7th May. And actually, once again, we will be keeping the dry weather in hand with high pressure close by. The temperature's probably slowly recovering to near average values, around the mid-teens typically, but some places may stay cool depending on how much cloud cover we may get. One or two places, it's possible we may get closer to the high teens, most likely in the capital. Then as we approach into the second weekend of May, and that's including a bank holiday, now I've got it right, from Friday the 8th and then the rest of the weekend, the weather actually will be likely to be staying mainly dry. There might be a chance of a few increased risk of a few showers as the high pressure slowly starts to drift away. But at the moment, the temperatures will be back to average. We'll probably keep like a westerly flow or southwesterly breeze, so it will warm up slightly. And we will be seeing plenty of sunshine from time to time, but expect a few showers from time to time as well. So it's likely the bank holiday, probably not as cold as last year, nothing too out of the ordinary. So it's a pretty typical bank holiday weekend. A few showers possible, but nothing too unusual this year. The third week of May, the 11th to the 15th of May, and it's possible that we are going to be seeing warmer winds coming in, mainly from the southwest. We're going to start to see the influence of low pressure coming in. The weather will be starting to have a bit of a breakdown because most places have had, well, a very, very dry period ever since the lockdown has occurred. I think we've noticed that by now. But we could see some very wet days, but possibly we could see a few showers and possibly thunderstorms in many places as low pressure takes in control. But most of the week, though, we're keeping a mild theme with the temperatures, so temperatures mid to high teens, which is what you would expect for this time of the year. But there will be some dry, sunny interludes, some good spells of sunshine, but not every day will be the picture you want to see, basically. By the time we approach into the third weekend of May, it stays pretty much similar, but there will be plenty of sunshine, temperatures are pretty good for that time of year, high teens likely, but again, plenty of showers quite likely. Not everywhere will catch them, but it's uncertain to say whereabouts, which places will catch the downpours, which places will stay dry. So it's a bit of a sunshine and showers theme for the weekend. Temperatures close to or just slightly milder than average. Then the fourth week of May, Monday the 18th, to Friday the 22nd, this actually could be a very, very interesting week. We're going to keep low pressure close by, but there will be times we may see some warmer air sucking in, potentially from the mainland continental Europe. Especially as high pressure will be towards the east, low pressure towards the west, and it won't potentially change direction very much. We could be looking into a very thundery outbreak throughout the fourth week. Now, it won't be raining all week. There will be plenty of dry days for some places, but other places could have potential washouts. So, some heavy thunderstorms quite likely with the warm and humid air. And the temperatures, I think most likely will start off quite warm and very humid, slowly cooling down towards the end of the fourth week. Temperatures more closer to average. Now, I'm not expecting heatwave conditions actually next month, but there will be several days, low 20s, with the humid air. It actually might feel even warmer than we've had just over a week ago with the April heatwave. So, but it's very likely the outcome will be very humid, quite a lot of showers, plenty of thunderstorms quite likely, but like I said, location-wise, very uncertain, nearly anywhere can catch them. And it stays like this, maybe slightly fewer thunderstorms into the upcoming next bank holiday weekend of late May, 23rd to the 25th. Temperatures closer to average, but feeling quite warm, as the sun will be very strong at that time of the year. Mid to high teens quite widely, fewer thunderstorms, a bit more chance of staying dry with some sunshine. So once again, the bank holiday for late May will set to be a very typical theme. Nothing out of the ordinary. And then the final full week of May, from Tuesday 26th to Friday 29th May, there are indications that the temperatures will start to rise once again. We could actually see temperatures more widely into the 20s, and for one or two places, maybe close to the mid-20s. It's likely that those temperatures may match to what we've had from last month at its very warmest. So it may start off close to average the final week of May, and it's certainly going to be a lot drier final week. There might be a few isolated showers and even thunderstorms, as there's still the influence of low pressure in places. But high pressure, especially the last few days of May, will be kicking in. We'll be having dry weather pretty much nationwide across the UK. Not everywhere will stay completely sunny. Obviously, there will be some cloud cover amounts, so it is a bit open to question how much sunshine will be in some places, how much cloud cover there will be. But the last week of May, much fewer shower storms, a lot drier, some warmer sunshine returning, and it will stay like this right into the final weekend of May, the 30th and the 31st. Potentially some warm sunshine in places, well into the 20s, and like I said, mid-20s is even possible for one or two places, most likely in the southeast of England or southern England. So here's the outlook for May 2020. Likely to be a dry start into the month, potentially a washout towards the middle. It will turn warmer, but we could see some showers, torrential rain, possibly thunderstorms as low pressure kicks in across with the humid air and the warm southerly winds. And then it's likely the high pressure will return once again at the end of the month, bringing in a dry end, and again temperatures rising once again. And I've also forgot to mention about the rainfall temperatures and the sunshine of what the most likely outcome will be. Sunshine totals probably close to or slightly sunnier than average. So obviously April's been a very sunny month. It's likely to stay like this throughout the rest of the month ahead, so we may continue that into May. Rainfall totals close to average. For some, it's very difficult because of thunderstorms. Some places can get a lot of rain. Some places barely get 5 millimeters. So I think for the UK as a whole, close to average, but some places may be wetter, but 10 miles away it could be much drier than average. So close to average overall, and temperatures likely to be slightly warmer than average despite a cool start. We will keep that warm theme towards the second half of the month onwards. So there you go, guys, that's the outlook for next month 2020. Like I said, yes, it's not ideal for most due to the current lockdown in place, but obviously there will be times we may occasionally head outside to do essential activity, so obviously for those of you it may still be in good use. So we'll see what happens. It doesn't always turn out to be true, but we'll never know, it might be correct for next month. And as always, guys, please give this video a like, comment and subscribe, and stay safe as always. Do not go outdoors unless absolutely necessary, and just keep an eye on the news, and hopefully, fingers crossed, next month we may have some lockdown restrictions in ease, but at the moment just have to deal with them, I'm afraid. Alright, guys, stay safe, take care, storm's now out.